and thanks so much for your time today. First up, give us your sense on where do you think the IT stocks or the IT sector could be traded today, because we have a lot of mixed reactions coming in on this news flow that we've seen over the weekend on the front of the H-1B visa, the fee hike coming in.
Sure. Good morning. Thanks for having me on the show. Before I proceed ahead with the question, I wanted to clarify a couple of things. So the H-1B visa fees hike is a one-time fee that would be charged at the time of new petition. So if somebody already has an H-1B visa, they don't need to pay this fee again. Also, the renewable extensions and amendments on the reissuance of the H-1B visa is not affected. So the bulk of the Indian IT employees on H-1B visa is not affected. Now coming on to the question, if we see that H-1B filings by the top Indian companies have already fallen by around 45% over the last 5 years. So because the firms are increasingly relying on local hirings. And what we see is that the strategic adjustments that can be undertaken by the IT companies is that they will focus more on local hiring. The IT companies have already accelerated the hiring in US-based local employees. And also they have moved their more reliance on the offshore delivery model.
Exactly that, Kunal, because, we were just talking about this as well, whether or not this is going to push offshoring here in India or not. But what is your own sense about how much of a financial hit would this actually equate to for the large IT services providers?
In the short term, there can be cost increases, margin pressure, as well as project negotiations, which would possibly impact the profitability on the on-site projects. And also, we believe that the impact on the margins would be around 50 to 100 basis points in the short term. The impact will be not that larger because the IT companies have already started local hiring and also shifted their focus on offshore. And also what we believe is that as in times of COVID, the companies have already shifted the cost pressure to the clients, and this can be done as this time as well. And subcontracting can also be one of the levers for the companies to have the cost take a cost under pressure. So I believe all of these factors combined might not have that much impact as assumed in the past couple of days. So we believe the margins would be taking a hit in the short term around 50 to 100 basis points, and EPS cut can be around 2 to 4%.
Kunal, this calendar year, we saw top 10 IT companies getting nearly 15,000 visas. And if the same trend continues, the cost escalation is humongous for them, from $1,500 or going all the way up to $100,000, and that's over $1 billion of expenses that comes into the entire play here. Do you think that as you said, offshoring and onshoring and nearshoring is something which many of the IT companies may do, but at the same time, do you see foreign clients also getting aggressive in setting up GCCs in India?
Obviously, with this move, we can see that there can be a rise in demand for GCCs because the companies can focus on establishing GCCs due to low cost of employees. But what we also see is that the companies have started moving ahead in terms of the delivery model, and we believe that this will not have that impact in the medium term because the innovation in delivery models and investments are already made in nearshore hubs.
So, while you mentioned about the fact the kind of impact on margins that may come in within the IT pack, which are the companies that are more susceptible to this margin impact, and companies which are which may have a lesser impact or may be able to mitigate this risk?
Sure. So more or less, the bigger names like TCS, Infosys, due to their employee pyramid, can be better claimed to handle this situation, while the mid and small tier companies might face some pressures because they have to deliver some on-site work and their commitments which are already there. So that can impact the small and mid-cap companies. However, large cap players are already well placed due to their employee pyramids. And now also coming on to the valuations front, we see that all of these companies are trading at a reasonable valuation as we compare to a 5-year mean. They all are trading below a 5-year mean. I'm talking about the top IT companies. So we believe there is some valuation comfort as well over here. So it is not that bad as expected.
Now, right, okay, Kunal, thanks for your thoughts. Good to speak with you and get in that insight on what really does this H-1B visa fee would imply for IT companies. And like Sajid, we were chatting over the weekend as well, a lot of things